A psychic is never 100% objective in what she feels and sees. So she charged me £30 to tell me that psychics don't know about the future. What is going on? So I was scrolling through the internet the other day and I saw some psychics do psychic reading from home. And me being a magician, I knew there's something up their sleeves. So I went to Fiverr and I found out that there's a lot of psychics on Fiverr. And there's even some people that they sell stories to these psychics. Just for example, this one, I'll write humorous or satirical content for any medium. And they even have so many good reviews, like 10,000 5-star reviews. No name, no picture, no content, nothing. My name is Igor. I'm psychic and do help people for more than 20 years. I never get wrong in my predictions, and there are rare people with abilities as mine. Okay, so let's get some answers. But we want to look for someone that has a real name and real picture. She looks kind of promising. Holistic Clarity. She has some contents. It is not bad. And she has 26 5-star rating. Okay, so let's start ordering. So she wants me to send her where am I from, my birth date, a picture of me, and a picture of anyone that I have a question about. Okay, so why does she need pictures of anyone that you have a question about, and why does she ask about all these informations? So let's get to know her. Hello, my name is Holistic Clarity, and I was born as a psychic medium. Oh really? I connect with the higher consciousness and your higher spirit to get all kind of information. I'm not a sugar coaching advisor. I'll give you the truth. I scan your aura and get health information through it. I have several degrees in alternative medicine, especially in epigenetic and nutrition. I'm a natural born channel for communication and an epigenetic healer. I'm deeply specialized as a medical medium and helped the last 30 years thousands of people with their health. Hope to meet you soon. Okay, so she knows a lot about nutrition and medicine, so we're not gonna go that route. Okay, so she's in a Dutch freelancer website and her name is Caro. Text and translation, coaching, training and education. Okay, so from one of the gigs I realized that she knew about her client having a child without the client telling her anything about the child. So I'm assuming that she wants these photos and these informations to do some reverse image searching. Okay, so apparently her name is Clara Roosendaal and she's from Netherlands, which we know that. And apparently she's writing a book and telling everyone that she has a power or she has a gift. Clara Roosendaal, she's a therapist. Car accident. In 2008, Clara Roosendaal is involved in a car accident. This leaves her with serious brain, pituitary and other physical injuries. After misdiagnosis, the brain and pituitary injuries are eventually diagnosed. In the 6 years before this diagnosis, she became completely invalid. I couldn't do anything at all. In the end, walking became so difficult that I needed a wheelchair. Because of her short-term memory problems, she could no longer access her own knowledge. So apparently she had a car accident and she forgot about everything. Okay, so where does this psychic ability come from? After the car accident or what is going on? So the car accident gave her a power or what is happening? So I read so many things about her and apparently she's a therapist, so she knows about how to treat people with therapy and stuff like that. So basically maybe she just made this up because there's nothing about being a psychic or anything like that in her stories before. Okay, so let's ask our questions. Since we have 3 questions to ask, we are gonna ask all of them, why not? But there are 3 rules. First of all, we can't lie. She's a psychic, she should be able to tell if I'm lying or not, but still we're not gonna lie. We want a real truth story. The second rule is we're gonna send a picture of ourselves but not pictures of anyone else. So the third rule is we have to get a real answer for a real question. A very clear answer, not a vague answer or anything like that. We want something like yes or no question. We want something that happened in the past, something that we know the answer for. First of all, let's send her the picture, but we don't want her to get any information from the picture. We don't want her to be able to do any kind of reverse image searching or anything like that. So We're gonna compress it first, then we're gonna send it to her. Second, we want a very specific answer for something that happened in the past. For example, my grandfather died because of a reason, a very specific reason. We're gonna talk about the reason later, but I know the reason. She doesn't know the reason. So we want her to tell us what is the reason, but we want to make it that we don't know the reason without telling a lie. So how do we do that? We're gonna get to that in a very specific way. So what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to make her think that I am suspicious about my family without telling any lie or anything like that. So first of all, the first question is, when I was a child, I thought that I was adopted. It was just something random, something so stupid that I had when I was a very, very young child. So there was nothing behind it. I think I saw some kind of movies or some stuff like that, and I just thought like it is gonna be cool if I am adopted and I don't know about it. This question makes her think that I am someone that don't trust his family. And then the next question is gonna be about my grandfather. How he died. What was the reason that he died? I'm gonna make her think that I love my grandfather, which I do, but I'm gonna make her to think that I love my grandfather more than anyone else in my family, and I trusted him more than anyone else in my family. Why he died? What was the reason? Was there a reason behind the death? Okay, so this is the first response that I got from her after less than 30 minutes. So she basically asked me to send her some pictures from my grandfather and my parents, which we knew this is gonna happen, but we're not gonna send any pictures. So I responded that I don't have any pictures or access to my grandfather's pictures, which is true, and I don't have any permission from my ex or from my parents to send any pictures to you. And she accepted it. I can try to connect via your energy, but in fact, if their higher conscious refuse me to connect with them, then I can't help myself, but I will do my very best. Sure. Okay, so then we're supposed to meet at 6 p.m. and I forgot. Then she extended 4 more days. I can do the reading for you Monday night, my time 21 p.m. 21 doesn't have p.m. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, great. So if you put your feet connected to the floor, I can connect with you, Hamort. Okay. Where else my feet can be? My feet, they are not on the floor. Where else they can be? My feet are on the floor now. When I focus on you and your soul, it feels that you have a very intuitive and sensitive soul. Oh, really? Like your first reaction is coming from the feeling part instead of the mental part. Do you understand what I am saying? So basically, when they ask you a question, do you understand what I'm saying? They want a confirmation. They want to know if you agree with the statement that they made, or what do you want to say, and then they go from there. So what we want to give her confidence, because these are not the real thing. We want to get the answer for our question that we want. Yeah. So if I connect deeper with you, this might be the initial reason why you are feeling that you are adopted. But I do feel that you were actually born with your parents. Exactly, so that was exactly the vibe that I wanted to give her. I wanted her to think that I am just like, I don't trust my family for no reason, and nothing is wrong with my family, and my grandfather just died for no reason. It was just natural cause. I'm just someone that I don't trust his family. But you are coming from a very different soul energy than the family around you. Your grandfather, what I can feel from him is little, but there is some energy from him left in you. He was the same as you, and he understood you. Your grandfather was wise and also could sense things. You're not only think different, you feel different. I loved him very much. So yeah, this is the vibe we want her to feel. We want her to feel that I loved my grandfather more than anyone else, and I trusted him, and he loved me, and he understood me more than anyone else, and I kinda didn't trust anyone else except him. To be honest, I would almost say that you are born in a wrong family. But because of the connection you had with your grandfather, I think you are exactly where you needed to be. Actually, I didn't have any special connection with my grandfather. I do feel that you and your grandfather were from the same soul energy level. Do you understand what I'm saying with this? So again, she wants me to confirm some things, that does she right about these things or not. So they don't get me. What sense do you see that they don't feel that I may feel better? Do you know what a star child is? No. So basically she defines star child. It is some kind of child that is born after 70s, 80s, something like that, and they are different from the other people that they lived before. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I feel that. Of course I'm different from those who born 70s or 80s, because I didn't born in 70s or 80s. I'm 100,000,000% sure that you are star child. So anyone that born after 70s or 80s wants the other people to find their path, or their parents to find their path. Oh, now everything makes sense. I am awake now. And your grandfather understood this. How? He was even older. He saw you. Like, saw me? The lost feeling that you have is that you are not able to connect and not to fulfill your purpose here on earth with this family and parents. And I'm really sorry for that, Hamort. Well, she's confident. She's very confident. She thinks she didn't make any mistake, and I approved. So far I approved anything that she said. So let's go more than that. Can you connect with him? I really want to hear him just one more time. We don't just want her to answer the question. We want her to answer the question by connecting with him. The way that there is no mistake in that. Like, she connected with him. It was him. And the answer was from him. So there should be no mistake in that answer. Can you connect with him? I really want to hear him just one more time. He's truly far away, and his soul is emerged with his higher conscious. So he's very, very far away. But I can try. I'm very, very, very excited. Yes, yes, please. Did he have a little bit raw voice? A bit low, but more like raw. What do you mean? Like his throat was not completely healthy. Wow, this one was a very, very good guess. Like a wild guess, but a very, very good guess. And this had me for a bit. And that deserves a clap. They do so many different guesses, wild guesses, and one of them they just shoot in a dark, and one of them is gonna get there. I think so. It was a long time ago. I kinda forget his voice. Were his hands big? And when he smiled, he could smile with his eyes. How else would you smile? Not very big, but yeah, it was bigger than average if I remember correctly. That is what I mean, bigger than average. Oh really? But he had kind eyes. You could feel the love through his eyes. Someone loves his grandfather very much, of course. His eyes should be kind. Because this is the person who is coming forward to me. His energy is soft and kind, but he could be powerful too. So he's kind, he's rough, he's powerful, he's weak. What do you want to ask this person? I can't get a name, to be honest. So she doesn't want me to ask her anything about someone's name or something like that, because this is not gonna be easy for her. That can really be him. Oh my god. Did you make something for you when you were little where you could play with? Because he's showing me something what he made for you. No, actually I don't remember anything that he made for me, but he had given me gifts when I was a child, but I don't remember if he made me something. My memory is so bad. He tells me that his life ended in the right time. Did you say what was the reason? So you wanna ask her about the reason, that's what we are here for. He tells me that it was for him, also sudden, but he understands now that it was the right time. He wanted to guide you more, but it was just my time. He keeps on telling me that he made something for you, or something was broken where you were playing with, and he made it for you. I'm trying very, very hard to remember something that he made for me, but I don't remember anything like that, or anything broken he made for me or something like that. I'm trying so hard, but I don't remember anything like that. Do you think something bad happened to him, Amor? So, she thinks that I'm a moron, that I'm someone that I hate everyone in my family, or I don't trust anyone in my family except for my grandfather, and I loved him very much, and he was something special to me. And she thinks that there was no reason. That is what the vibe that I gave her. I don't know, his death was a sudden death. I think there was a reason or something behind it. Alright, so let's talk about the reason. So, my grandfather had lung issues. He was a smoker and he couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't take oxygen anymore, and basically it was a health problem. He died because of a health problem, because of his lungs. So we just want her to say that he has some kind of health problem, that is why he died. We don't want her to even say the exact reason, just he died because of some kind of health problem. Can you ask him if there was a reason for his death or was just his time to go? Next to this, he tells me that you should rely more on your intuitive feelings, because if you had feelings that he was with you after he died, he was really. This sentence is grammatically not correct. And now for her real answer. He keeps on telling me that it was his time to go. Oh, so was he healthy before he left us? No one or nothing did anything bad to him. So I want to make sure that she really doesn't know the reason. I want to like give her even some hints or something, that something health related, something or someone. I don't want to give her the exact reason, but I just want to say like, no, in my beliefs and what I feel, he had a weak heart muscle. Okay. He had also very dry skin on his hands and his heart just stopped. That is what I hear and feel. He keeps on smiling, Hamoud, and repeating that you must not think so deep in the wrong way, but let the good feelings into your heart. Oh, okay, tell him that I love him, please. It was my time to go. He keeps on repeating this. Okay, so basically you keep on repeating that you are wrong. He knows that very much, and he says that his heart will always be filled of love for him, for me. But he wants you to be happy and that you see your very special talents and start doing something with it. I'm doing something with it. He says he can really touch people. Wow. He can. So he is a ghost. He can touch people and scare them. He could not be so kind and loving otherwise I can sense this too in a soul. Can you understand, Hamoud? No, I really don't know what you are saying. And about your ex, Hamoud, if you really start to feel and to trust your feelings, you know that she's too different in her soul and energy than you. Okay, so we got our answer, and basically she was completely wrong, but let's kind of play with her a little bit just for fun. Okay, so my last question was about love and about my ex, that she went to a psychic and the psychic told her that she gonna find someone that's gonna be the right one for her in 6 or 8 months or something like that. And we met, I think, after 4 months of that, and she believed psychics and stuff like that. So, okay, now she tells me that she's not good for me. So let's play with her. But what about the psychic she went to? A psychic is a psychic. Yeah, a psychic is just a psychic, like just someone like me. It is me. The psychic is me. That I don't know anything. Just a psychic.
When you met with other psychics, real psychics, could they tell you were just pretending?
There's no such thing as real psychics.
And really, Hamoud, if a psychic has personal feelings where she has to go through or even eats the wrong foods according to their high energy level, a psychic is never 100% objective in what she feels and sees.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy.
Okay, so basically the psychic is not 100% sure, like just like someone else, just a psychic, like just anyone else, like just a psychic. Yeah, I understand, of course. No one can be sure about future. There's also free will. Okay, she kinda got offended by that. There's also free will. What we as a psychic had to work with, we can see everything. If the person had his free will and decided different, what can we do? I think she's not the one for you. This one still counts. So, as I told you before, they are very, very experienced with love stories. They have memorized everything about love stories and stuff like that. So it is so easy for them, asking them about future, about love. But they don't like you to ask about like the past, what happened, that maybe you know something that they don't know. Of course, they don't know anything, but especially about names. They hate when you ask them about names. I hope so. Alright guys, if you liked it, let me know by hitting the thumbs up button, leave me a comment and subscribe if you are new here. And I'll see you in the next love story. Bye.
She has power.
Thank you.
She can communicate with the other side. I've seen her do it myself.
She let you speak with someone that's gone.
Yes.
Someone that you love and still miss very much.
Yes.
You wanted her power to be real, so it was.